DavidAOwens, Creative People Must Be Stopped, 6 Ways We Kill Innovation, Without Even Trying. Get ready to dive into the world of innovation constraints and discover how they can unintentionally hinder the creative process within businesses and organizations, as explained in DavidAOwens' book, Creative People Must Be Stopped, 6 Ways We Kill Innovation, Without Even Trying. This summary will present an overview of the 6 primary innovation constraints, offer insights on how to overcome them, and share the role of leadership in combating these barriers to creativity. The book highlights the importance of understanding these constraints and taking a systematic and organized approach to fostering innovation within companies.
Unveiling hidden innovation constraints. Innovation constraints can hinder creativity and successful implementation of ideas. Business leaders tend to overlook less obvious yet significant constraints like cultural values and traditions that can impede innovation. 6 major innovation constraints have been identified that successful innovations overcome. Unlocking your creativity. Creativity is not limited to certain personalities and is a way of thinking available to everyone. Innovation is an outcome of human interaction, but it's often stopped in organizations. To cultivate an individual's creative abilities, it's essential to address perception, intellection, and expression. To increase information input, switch off filters that screen out large segments of information, and expand your repertoire of data sources. When analyzing collected data, consider framing the problem from different approaches, generate various solutions, and avoid falling back into habitual strategies. Finally, when pitching your idea, use a variety of communication styles, such as sketches. By following these steps, anyone can unlock their creativity potential. Unlocking creativity in group settings. The key pitfalls to creativity in group settings include emotional factors, cultural norms, physical environment, and process limitations. To neutralize emotional traps, establish a safe psychological space for participants to share and post ideas. Avoid homogeneity by diversifying your group. Choose a dynamic, interactive environment with movable furniture and whiteboards. Finally, implement a formal innovation process to handle each stage of innovation, from defining problems to implementing solutions. Innovation and organizational constraints. In a bid to promote innovation, organizations need to ensure that their structure and strategy do not impede creativity. While structures designed for efficiency ensure smooth coordination, they do not encourage the free flow of ideas. Organizational constraints often manifest in the company's strategy, processes, and resources. To promote innovation, senior managers should make sure that the corporate strategy is communicated in a compelling manner. They should also trust their staff to come up with ideas that further the strategy. It is also crucial to reconfigure hierarchical systems to prioritize a free flow of information over efficiency. Moreover, to foster creativity, organizations should hire innovative individuals and consider unconventional recruitment routines. Establishing a test rig or simulator, where innovators can experiment without worrying about wasting resources, can also boost creativity. Understanding the value chain is also vital to avoid wasting time upgrading areas that do not produce significant value. In a nutshell, organizations need to strike a balance between efficiency and creativity to foster innovation. Overcoming industry constraints. Industry constraints are unavoidable, but one can overcome them through innovation. This summary explores the main industry constraints and provides solutions on how to tackle them. Industry constraints are a significant roadblock to innovative ideas, and they come from various parties. The main industry constraints are competition, suppliers, labor, and the market. Competition inspires innovation, but it can also be a deterrent, and firms have an incentive to curb constant innovation to depress profits. To broaden your vision of competition, consider devising a new business model rather than engaging in price wars. Suppliers also have an incentive to maintain the status quo, making it difficult to modify a process or product if the supplier of a critical part does not want to change. It's advisable to avoid outsourcing the most critical parts of your operation or, alternatively, consider bringing the expertise in-house. Your workforce is another potential source of industry constraints. For example, innovation could stall if your idea requires someone with software skills you can't find locally. Also, be mindful of union regulations and standards before making proposed changes. From a customer perspective, any innovation needs to fit with their self-image, making it essential to understand the benefits the innovation offers and whether the product's learning curve is acceptable. Being creative and innovative is essential to overcome industry constraints. You can create an environment where it's acceptable to propose new ideas and prioritize constant innovation. Constraints to innovation. Innovations that don't align with society's values, laws, or historical infrastructure face several constraints to succeed. This book snippet explores these constraints and suggests ways to overcome them. Innovation is key to success in any industry, but societal values, laws, and historical infrastructure can pose significant obstacles. The book snippet explores 3 factors that can constrain innovative efforts: societal values and identity, societal control through legislation, and existing historical infrastructure or technical standards. An innovative idea that conflicts with society's self-image or moral code is unlikely to succeed. Therefore, it's crucial to consider social values before embarking on a project. This can involve involving potential customers in focus groups to gain insight into their values and needs. Legislation can also hinder innovation, but innovators can influence the debate by participating in industry associations. Moreover, lobbying to change laws and regulations can also be a viable option for companies with adequate resources. Finally, innovation may require improving the existing infrastructure or accommodating current technical standards. This can be achieved by leveraging existing infrastructure or creating alliances with relevant establishments. Doing so may lead to success in professional high-end markets or, in some cases, create new standards. In summary, innovative ideas require deliberate consideration of societal values, legislative constraints, and historical infrastructure or technical standards. By proactively addressing these factors, innovators can overcome obstacles and increase their chances of success. Innovation constraints. Innovation is driven by human attitudes, but it must also abide by the laws of nature. It is essential to assess your project's feasibility based on the principles of physics and your skills before implementing it. Innovative organizations prioritize innovation as a core part of their strategy. Technological constraints can be physical, time-based, or environmental. If a problem surpasses your technical know-how, it's best to abandon the idea or use customer feedback to improve it. As you plan your project, factor in your organization's learning curve to handle potential problems. It's crucial to consider if your innovation aligns with the natural environment it will operate in and won't harm it. To function within large-scale environmental constraints, your innovation should consider the natural conditions and local resource availability. Managing innovation projects. Successfully managing innovation projects involves being both a manager and a leader. As a manager, you handle the logistics of planning, scheduling, and financing while also overseeing the process from start to finish. As a leader, you inspire your team towards the common mission and values, enabling creativity and progress. Balancing these 2 roles is key to effective project management.
In conclusion, DavidAOwens, "A Creative People Must Be Stopped," provides an enlightening look at the 6 major constraints that can unintentionally stifle innovation within organizations. By identifying and addressing these constraints, leaders can foster a more creative and innovative environment that encourages new ideas and improves overall performance. Key takeaways include the significance of embracing varied perspectives, employing well-structured processes, promoting open communication and collaboration, and striking a balance between efficiency and innovation. With these insights, leaders can successfully navigate through the world of innovation and enable their organizations to thrive.